Today we're going over 3 of the strongest Megaknight decks to use right now in Clash Royale. It'll help you guys climb trophies, climb ladder, wherever you want to climb. You're going to be able to get wins with these decks, and we're starting things off by showing you each of the decks here today, and then we're going to play one match with every deck. So here's starting things off. We have an Executioner Tornado deck, really good with the Megaknight as well as the Hog Rider. So the Hog Rider Earthquake going to be your main win condition, of course, but you do have the Bridge Spam with the Rogue Ghost, the Electro Wizard, and the Bandit, all able to help you out. The Megaknight Executioner Tornado, all going to be fantastic on defense, and you can of course push with the Megaknight if the opportunity opens itself, but this is going to be a really well-rounded deck that you're going to be able to use. The Megaknight Graveyard here, going to be deck number 2. Megaknight Graveyard Freeze, that is, with the arrows. You have the Zappies, Inferno Dragon, Dark Prince, and Bomber, all ready to go in this deck. This is going to be a fantastic deck all around. Once again, some great defensive options with these 5 cards here, and then you have the Graveyard Freeze to go in combination with all of those cards, absolutely destroy opponents, and get some easy wins. Deck number 3 of the day, going to be a only one here with the Champion, and you have the Archer Queen in here with the Megaknight Bridge Spam. It's just too good not to use in today's video. Going to be one of the better decks in the meta because it fully counters Graveyard, it fully counters so much stuff. The Phoenix is of course quite strong, so a very good deck in the current meta. Good luck to our opponent. Here we have our Bridge Spam deck to start, and we see an Elixir Golem, only level 9 luckily, but Elixir Golem's actually a rough one for this deck. Let's go ahead, start off with an Ewiz in the back. We're going to try and just defend things. We do not have a great answer to the Firecracker, meaning, I don't want to spend 6 Elixir on here. If we can manage to take all this down though fairly quickly, I'm honestly going to be feeling alright. If we can hit a really nice Megaknight, that would be huge. We do. That is pretty massive for us. We're going to see another Elixir Golem. That's pretty nuts. Let's go in for a Tornado, try and help out all this stuff. Luckily for us, the Battle Healer does die. We're going to be able to cycle now and get an Electro Wizard here. Let's go ahead and actually stun these guys with an Earthquake. We're going to go in for a Royal Ghost as well. We do a lot of damage here. Rogue Ghost going to kill the Dark Goblin, the Megaknight, double Rogue Ghost, Bandit, and Hog Rider push. It's going to be absurd here. As you see, we are going to 100% take this tower. The Firecracker is going to get killed probably by the Bandit, but we're going to go ahead and actually Tornado this stuff, so the Rogue Ghost can go ahead and hopefully kill everything, and he's able to. We have a Hog Rider and Rogue Ghost now moving up, and we see the Rage Spell come down. Even though we have a tower lead, it's looking good. Elixir Golem, you never know what's going to happen, so we have to make sure we continue to defend, but it is nice that we were able to take his entire tower and some of his King Tower. That's pretty huge for us. So let's go ahead, calm down. Now we have an Executioner and NATO alongside the Megaknight. I don't think that he's going to be able to break through very easily. Let's go with a Bandit. And let's go ahead and Executioner the same lane here. And hopefully we're going to be able to obviously protect this Executioner with our Megaknight. We're going to try and get back to our Tornado. That is one thing about this deck, is that you just don't have a super fast cycle. But we do see the Electro Dragon come down. The Executioner here is going to be able to put in work. We're going to go ahead, Megaknight right on top of all this. And as we see, that Inferno Dragon comes down. Let's go ahead and Electro Wizard to try and slow this stuff down. The Megaknight's getting crushed, we will not lie, but hopefully we can Tornado this stuff. So the Executioner is going to be able to get some extra value, and there it is. It's able to. We're going to see a double Dragon now coming in. This is going to be a little rough for a second. We're going to definitely Executioner. The Electro Dragon, Inferno Dragon goes down, which is massive. We did not want that to get any crazy value. We're going to need to Megaknight all of these Elixir Golemites. We do get a bunch of Elixir from that, luckily. We're going to be able to Bandit this Firecracker. We can go into the Hog Rider behind this Megaknight. We're going to be able to also Ewiz behind the Megaknight, and we're going to toss out the GGs here because I don't think he's going to have what it takes in order to stop us here, guys. The Executioner and Hog Rider and Megaknight all moving in here. It's going to be fantastic. As you see, he's laughing. He is not having it right now. 22 seconds left. This is going to be a pretty epic 3 crown to start the video off. Awesome battle there, as you saw. We completely countered him. We had the Electro Wizard for the Inferno Dragon. We had the Megaknight Executioner. Just good defense. You're going to have a lot of success with this deck in the current meta. There's not too much log bait, or at least log bait is not very strong, so you're going to be sitting pretty good there. So let's move on to deck number 2. Not going to a battle match, ladder match, sorry. Let's queue back up here for the tournament that we're in. Here we are in game number 2. We have the Megaknight Freeze in our starting hand. That's really interesting, obviously, but we're going to want to wait and defend. That's the best thing you can do with this deck, is defend, kind of maybe hide your Freeze, wait for that opportunity, of course, where you can take their whole tower. So let's see what this guy's going to want to do. Let's just Bomber. We don't want to wait too long. Let's see what the Bomber's going to be able to do. And nice, it forces out a Dark Prince. Let's go ahead and just Megaknight this. Why not? We're going to go ahead and do it. They might punish us in the opposite lane here. We might see something crazy, but the Zappies go really well with the Megaknight. The Inferno Dragon goes really well with the Megaknight. And as you see here, the Megaknight's going to hop, get some decent value, and we might honestly see an opportunity here to go in with our Graveyard, depending on what they place. Let's go ahead and do it, dude. We see the hidden Tesla, the Musketeer and Megaknight are going to be distracted, or sorry, Musketeer and Tower are distracted on our Megaknight. We see the Tornado. We could have frozen, but once again, being patient there was pretty huge. Now we're going to be able to Dark Prince right here. The Musketeer is moving across the river. We definitely placed that Dark Prince a little wrong. The Musketeer is going to hit us up a bit. Unfortunate. Definitely did not need to take that damage there. But let's go ahead and see what else we can do. The Dark Prince should be able to kill this Ice Wizard. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and go in with an Inferno Dragon in the back. Dark Prince moving up, and nice. We do place the Inferno Dragon in the same lane as this giant skeleton. Hopefully we don't see an Electro Wizard or something. Let's go ahead and just bomb her out here, and we do see a Musketeer. That's honestly decently well played. Let's wait though. Nice, it does get cooked up. That's huge for us, guys. Let's go ahead and Megaknight this. We know they have the Dark Prince. We know they have the hidden Tesla. We honestly are going to go ahead and Graveyard this because, yeah, I don't think they're going to be ready for this. The Megaknight, guys, do they have enough Elixir to distract this Megaknight? They do, barely. Hopefully the Megaknight can get through this Tesla fairly quickly and then jump onto the tower. I don't know if they're going to have what it takes. We're going to go ahead and actually freeze here because this is the tower taking opportunity we were talking about. They're low on Elixir, nothing to kill the Megaknight, and now the Megaknight will hop onto the Dark Prince, getting further value. Okay, wow, he dies. Never mind. Holy cow. Megaknight went down there. Let's go ahead and just Dark Prince here. It's going to soak up all of that charge in our Dark Prince's shield. We're feeling really good. We have the freeze spell. We have so many great defensive options here, including the Megaknight, the Zappies, the Bomber, all sorts of stuff. And all we have to do is defend, which is like, this is the ideal situation with this deck. Sometimes you want to be a little more patient, of course, with the freeze spell if you don't see that opportunity initially. But right here, we are absolutely chilling, guys. So right here, we do see the balloon come down. We're going to go ahead and actually bomb her and then immediately freeze and arrows because we do not have a ton of air answers in cycle right now. Actually, we have pretty much none. So we're going to have to freeze. We're going to have to arrows. We want to make sure this balloon does not take our whole tower. At most, 2 hits. That's all it got there. That's all we needed to see. Let's go ahead and go in for an Inferno Dragon right on top of this. We want to make sure this Inferno Dragon can get some value. We're going to also Dark Prince to tank for the Inferno Dragon. We're also going to go in for Zappies here just to slow down this Dark Prince, and also in case they go into the balloon. Yep, we got the freeze spell now back in cycle. So 5 seconds left. It's simply not going to be enough time. Really good match there. They whipped out a random balloon. It almost caught us off guard. It almost took us down, but luckily we were able to maintain control, get the nice win there. And let's move on to deck number 3, the final one of the day. It's going to be, once again, the Megaknight Bridge spam up in here. All these deck links, by the way, they're going to be linked down below for you guys. But let's get into it here. Final match of the day, instant queue time. That is what you love to see. I meant to say good luck, not thanks. There we go. We hit him with it. And now we go in with the Royal Ghost first play. The Phoenix is, of course, great on defense right now. Royal Ghost going to be good moving in at applying that pressure. And we see the Barb. Let's go ahead and just band at the back. I'm curious, what does this guy have in store? Maybe it's Graveyard. That would honestly be really interesting. Well, let's go ahead and just wait a second. We're going to go ahead and Phoenix this. I'm curious. Okay, wow, so Tombstone comes down. You might want to poison that initially, but honestly, he might have Graveyard. So we're saving our poison in case that is the case. Let's go ahead and Ram Rider left side here. Just to apply that pressure, our Phoenix is going to put in some work there on his Phoenix. Luckily, he's able to take it down. And wow, our Ram Rider was able to force out so much. Let's go ahead and actually poison that because we're going to take down this Executioner for the most part. We're going to be able to take down those Goblins coming in. So that is honestly really good poison value. I'm happy with that. The Executioner should go down here. The Phoenix, we could have sent something in. But honestly, I'm all good. Let's go ahead and just roll Ghost. Let's go ahead and roll Ghost left side. See if they have to force out a Tombstone, something else. You know what I mean? We're applying that pressure, keeping them on their toes, keeping them uncomfortable. And we see the Tornado come down. We're going to go ahead and say well played. They get the King to activation. That's huge for them probably. We see the Golden Knight here. That's actually great for us because we're going to be able to now Phoenix this. And then probably they're going to have to Phoenix of their own. Which I hope is the case. Golden Knight, we're probably not going to see the ability come down. Yeah, no ability there. Let's wait and find out. Let's go ahead and Ram Rider right side now. I want them to have to spend an entire another Goblin Drill. I don't think they will, but wow, the Executioner and Phoenix comes down. That is going to be fantastic poison value. Once again, we're going to be extending our lead. We're going to be able to Archer Queen this stuff too, just to take them out. And the Tombstone, of course, is now out of cycle. So how will they deal with this Archer Queen? Well, we'll have to wait and find out. I'm not entirely sure. Executioner luckily goes down. The Egg will go down here. Let's go ahead and apply pressure with the Bandit left lane. We're just kind of splitting up pressure, making them choose where they're going to have to place their cards here. And the Archer Queen's going to be great at moving up. She's going to have to... We're going to hit that ability, guys. We're locked on tower there. So much damage. Let's go ahead and just Phoenix the back. Literally taking almost the entire thing. We can start poisoning them out at this point. That is looking really solid. So let's go ahead and just roll Ghost the back. Let's go ahead and start poisoning. They still haven't really shown their main card that they have, I'm sure. I mean, maybe it was that Goblin Drill, but I have to imagine that there's something else here at play. Probably going to see the Goblin Drill here. If not, that is going to be tower down. The Tornado is trying to hold it off, but the Tornado is not enough. simply not enough, guys. Let's go, Phoenix. You're putting in work for us. We honestly could go with another Phoenix here, but honestly, we could also Mega Knight. Let's go ahead and go in with a Phoenix, guys. Just assassinate this man's. We also see the Goblin Drill coming in. We're going to hit the ability just to help our Archer Queen out. We're going to place a Bandit to try and take that out as fast as possible, and that is just not even close. This deck dominating right there. Literally barely touched our towers, and he's using the Phoenix as well, guys. It's just a great example of how strong some of these decks can be. We really did dominate today, so hopefully you all did enjoy. And once again, they're all going to be linked down below in the description if you'd like to try them out for yourself. I highly encourage you to do so, but thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Master Diddy-san out.